Hey guys, it's Rochelle here, and this is my makeup look for today. And the look that I'm doing for you guys was inspired by, let's see, Barbie on this side, and then the other side is all burnt and crusty. So I wanted to go ahead and do a 2-in-1 tutorial for you guys. So if you guys want to see how I completed this look, stay tuned and watch. Thank you for watching and subscribing to my channel. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I did was apply foundation. So I applied Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation. I want this look to have a very matte finish on this side of my face, while this side is going to be all burnt. So I want it to appear a bit doll-like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start this side of my face. Now, what you will need to do this tutorial is you need Kleenex. So Kleenex and latex. To apply this, you're going to need some crappy brushes. Basically, you need some paint brushes. I got my brushes at the art supply store, so you can get brushes like these at the art supply store to apply the latex, because you don't want to use your good brushes on latex. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is apply Kleenex. So you need to grab some Kleenex and just separate it like that. And using my brush, I'm just going to apply the latex in the areas that I need it. Now, I don't want any latex in my hair, so yeah, try to avoid getting latex in your hair. Okay, so just apply the latex glue all over the Kleenex. A smaller brush to apply the latex in the area close to my eyes. And you don't want to get this in your eyes at all. Using my sponge to apply this, just want to dab that on like this. Also on my eyelids. Okay, so now that I applied the makeup to my face, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my spatula and I'm just going to make a rip in my forehead, because I want it to appear as if the skin is ripped open. The next thing you're going to need is some fake blood. Okay, now I'm going to be using my same sponge and I'm going to go into my blood, my fake blood, and I'm just going to start dabbing this on my face. But not too much. Okay, next I'm going to use a lip liner pencil, and this one is Cherry 205 by Annabelle. So you can use any red liner, any red lip liner, and I'm just going to go ahead and line my waterline with this. A smaller brush, and I'm just applying some of the blood onto the brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this around my eye. So next I'm going to use some thick aged blood. So I'm going to be applying this into the blood that I already have. So I'm going to apply it with this and mix them both together. And I'm just going to apply it in here. I'm going to go into my BH120 palette, and I'm going to use this black right here. So it's a matte black, so you can use any matte black eyeshadow you have. And I'm just going to be using a small little paintbrush, and I'm just going to apply this in some of the areas that are still white. So I want it to have like a burnt effect to it. I'm just going to go back into my blood in my sponge. I'm just taking just a little bit of blood, not too much, and just go over that just a little bit. I don't want it to make it look too bloody. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some primer, and I'm using Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. So I'm just gonna apply this on my lid. Apply this all over your lid, and this is going to help to prevent creasing. Use NYX Jumbo Liner Pencil, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lids. Next, I'm going to use my Precision Crease Brush, and I'm going to go into my BH120 palette, and I'm going to grab this bright pink color right here. Next, I'm going to use my fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to start blending this. I'm just going to start blending the pink. So next I'm going to grab this pink right here. So this is my shimmer palette, and I'm going to be using my oval eye blender brush to apply this. Now I'm going to be applying this on my lids. So I'm just applying this on my lids, and I don't want to go above my crease where I add that soft pink purpley color. And just stop. So you're just applying it from here to here, and then you're just going to stop right there. I'm going to go into my Urban Decay palette, and I'm grabbing this purple right here. And I'm just going to apply this in my crease area. Okay, so now I'm going to use my blending brush to blend this out. Okay, so now I'm going to use my blending brush to blend this out. Okay, so next I'm going to apply this frosty white color right here in my BH120 palette, and I'm going to be using my oval eye blender brush to apply this. Okay, so going back into my BH120 palette, I'm going to grab the same pink, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it under my lash line. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my Urban Decay palette, and I'm going to grab this purple right here, and using the same brush, the Precision Crease Brush, I'm also going to apply it at the outer corner of my eye, on my lash line. Okay, so next I'll be using my NYX Jumbo White Eyeliner Pencil Milk, and I'm just applying this right here in the inner corner of my eye. And also on my waterline. Smudger brush, and I'm just applying some white eyeshadow onto this brush right here. So back into my BH120 palette, and I'm going to be applying this into my waterline. So it's going to help to brighten up the white eyeliner just a bit. Corner of my eye. So next I'm going to apply my liner, and the liner I'm using is Black Track Gel Liner by MAC Fluid Line, and I'm using my liner brush to apply this. So it's my MAC 210 brush that I'm using to apply this. Okay, I'm starting this at the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going down like a rectangle. And then I'm starting at the inner corner of the eye to connect them. Okay, so my liner. I'm going to apply my lashes, and the lashes I'm applying is Lash 102 and they're by Eyelashes. So I'm just going to be applying these lashes. Now these lashes are very thick and they're spaced out, so I think they're like perfect for like a Barbie look. So you want to apply this at your lash line, the start of your lash line. Now I want my lashes to be thicker and fuller, so I'm going to apply another lash on top of this lash. And this is just going to help my lashes to look even fuller. Okay, so now that I've applied my falsies, I'm just going to go ahead and apply mascara. So I'm applying MAC Pro Long Lash to that. Applying some concealer. And the concealer I'm using is MAC Studio Finish Concealer. And I'm using my concealer brush to apply this. Okay, so next I'm going to use my blending brush, and I'm just going to apply some translucent powder to that. So I'm just setting the concealer into place. Okay, so next I'll be using my powder brush, and I'm just applying some translucent powder on my face. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my bottom lashes, and the lashes that I'm using are by Ardell, and they're number 112. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my bottom lashes, and the lashes that I'm using are by Ardell, and they're number 112. Okay, so to apply my lashes, my bottom lashes, I'm going to be using a tweezer to apply this. I find that it's easier when you use a tweezer. Step as applying your top lashes. So basically you want to apply this under the lash line. So next I'm going to be using Fuji Yama by NOccora, and it is a very bright pink blush. So I'm going to be applying this on the apples of my cheek. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and apply my lip liner. So the lip liner I'm using, it is by it's a hot pink lip liner, and it's by Hot Topic. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to be using Candy Yum Yum lipstick. I actually would have preferred to use Pink Nove, but I have no idea where my Pink Nove lipstick is, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply Candy Yum Yum by MAC, and I'm using my lip brush to apply this. Next I'm going to apply my lip gloss, and I'm using a clear lip gloss. It's by Mabeline, so it's Shine Sensational, and it's by Mabeline, and I'm just going to apply this onto my brush. And there you have it, guys. Our look is now complete. Thank you for watching.